are back. Welcome to the Last Three Rows of Horror podcast. Mike here with
Big Sal.
And
Miss Samino, but how do you say it? No, I fucked that all up. Sam Samino.
All right, there's Sam. Sam is kind of unsure about his gender, so Mr. Sam, Mrs. Sam, Trans Sam, Trans Am.
There you go.
Ooh, that's a good one, Mike. Trans Sam.
But I gotta say, I should have said Bigger Sal because Sammy grilled for us today.
Oh,
and let me
yes.
tell you something, man.
Grill master.
Yeah, Alpha Sam.
Well, I told my nephew, I said, God damn it, Sammy, I feel like I ate Thanksgiving dinner.
Southside, can I help you out with that? I said, sit the fuck down.
Are you gonna eat that?
Hey, Sam, you gonna finish that little bit?
That's my line. Are you gonna eat that?
Southside, can I help you out there? I said,
You bite your hand. So we are back. It's been a while. It is August 2024, and we've got a convention report. Sal's going to talk a little bit about what he's been watching on Tubi, and I'm going to talk about what I've been watching on YouTube.
wow.
So yeah, we went to. Well, first let's start out. Okay, thank you all for watching, subscribing, listening to us, streaming. We are on Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, Spotify, Facebook. Did I say Facebook already? YouTube. So subscribe to us on YouTube. Thumbs up, all that. And you'll see all our new videos that come out, all our past ones. And on Spotify and iTunes, our whole catalog is on there of when we started in June of 2022. So all the old episodes are on there. Go check that out. Me and Sam went to Flashback Weekend. That was the first weekend in August, and we had a great time. It's at the Hyatt Regency O'Hare up in Rosemont, right by the O'Hare Airport. Good lineup this year. That convention is known for doing reunions, and there was maybe like 3 or 4 film reunions. There was The Warriors.
Yeah.
I got the shirt. Thing. We saw the Thing panel. That was excellent.
Yeah.
There was a Cabin Fever reunion.
Bunch of them, man.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah. Cast was there.
I love
Jordan Ladd.
Jordan
Eli
Ladd was
Roth.
there. Eli Roth was there.
Eli Roth was there?
He had no line, and people were just walking right up to him.
What?
Same with Sam Raimi was there with his 2 brothers,
And nobody was in...
no line. Everyone just walking right up to Sam and chilling with him. It was awesome.
Now, his one brother was a regular on Xena.
Also,
Ted.
Yeah,
Ed
Ted.
Warren's brother, Shemp Warren, was there. It was great. Yeah.
I tell you what, if that guy Tony Spera ever did a convention, I would just laugh in his face. I'd be like,
Mike laughs at him.
I'd get his autograph, but
your
I'd
in-laws.
get his autograph, but it'd be on something like really weird, like something fucked up. Like I'd bring him like a jar of pickles and be like, my aunt's in there.
Right, yeah. Don't you believe? The ghost is in the pickle jar.
I got to tell you, dudes, I'm so jealous. I couldn't make it, man. I just did not have the coin.
There'll be
good.
more. There'll be more. Days of the Dead is coming up
I
in
know,
November.
but the Warriors were there. My greatest film ever, and I just didn't have enough saved and
Couldn't come out and play yet.
couldn't come out and play, man. Dude. And according to Facebook, yes, sons of, they told me James Remar wouldn't be there, and he did, and he was.
there. He was
Fuck.
Yeah.
Don't believe everything you read on Facebook.
God damn
He was
it.
there. I saw him assaulting a woman by the elevator. It was crazy.
I'll show you how
I like to play it rough, baby.
Just like his character in The Warriors. It was nuts.
Ajax got locked up again.
I think legally I have to say I'm joking. We don't want to get sued here. It's like-
Right.
But yeah, I figured, we'd just take you kind of throughout our day, what we saw
Yeah.
through or whatever.
But so, just so you know, the next one, Days of the Dead, is going to be in Rosemont at the Crown Plaza in November, just before Thanksgiving. So we'll probably be at that one. The lineup this year, okay. Hopefully it gets better.
But there's still time for add-ons,
Yeah, there's
right?
still plenty of time for them to get some good names. But the one that is kind of interesting, he is going to perform John Christ, who played guitar for Danzig for years.
Mother.
Right. Great guitar player. He's going to be there. He's going to be performing. So that could be cool. All right. So we're going to tell you about Flashback Weekend. Sam, why don't you say something about it?
I think we just walked around for a little while. There was a huge line to get in this week, so there was
Yeah.
a lot of
Was
people
there?
there. Yeah.
Saturday is always the biggest day as far as a draw from the crowd, and a big line to just get in and to go to registration and get your bracelet and everything. But once you're in the vendor room, plenty of room. I didn't feel crowded at all. Bought some great T-shirts. I mean, the vendor room is always like the best.
Was it steamy hot as usual?
No, wasn't this year. They had the air crank.
Crap.
Yeah, I
okay.
got a couple of T-shirts. I got a Conan the Barbarian one.
Yeah.
Got a
Nice.
Mr. T-shirt, and I got this
Yeah.
Barbarian shirt.
I love the Barbarian shirt.
I got a Mr. T-shirt as well.
Did you? You got a Mr. T?
Yeah, Atomic Cotton. Give them a shout out.
That's it. Yeah,
Great T-shirt company.
yeah. You guys both got Warrior T-shirts.
Yeah,
I
another
brought
great-
Sal one.
My nephew hooked me up, and hold on, because I'm very proud of it.
Yeah.
Just like Mikey's.
Oh yeah. So Red Death Studio, another great T-shirt company.
Hey,
They're-
look, does it look? It looks like I'm wearing it now. See?
Yeah, there you go. They make plus size shirts for us big guys, so they have always a good assortment there. Go check them out online. Atomic Cotton, Red Death Studio. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we walked around the vendor room a little bit. I think the first panel we saw, the first two we saw was John Borowski.
Yeah. Love this guy. His work is excellent.
He looks familiar. What's he
Does,
from?
I think we met him one time with Mike. He's a true crime author.
Yeah. Author,
Okay.
um,
Okay.
local filmmaker, makes serial killer documentaries.
Oh, he's a documentary guy.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
done some on Carl Panzram,
Yep.
Albert Fish,
Ed Gein.
Ed Gein. Yeah, I think he did a Dahmer one.
He
did?
I believe so.
He's done a couple of John Wayne Gacy ones too.
So
Yeah.
the Gacy documentary or series is going to be out, I think, this year, according to John. He's saying, I think he said Prime or Hulu. He's been working on this one for a few years, and the interviews that he has lined up for this one sound pretty interesting. A lot of new. I mean, people are always discovering new information about Gacy and the murders and stuff that the police and just law officials have hidden for years. New stuff comes to light all the time. So this new documentary should be pretty damn good. Comes out this year. He's talking about it'll be available on Blu-ray, but then I think it's going to be on streaming.
Yeah, you could actually pre-order it right now on his website. I found out his web store.
Yeah.
It's $54.99.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it comes out in September. It's an 8-part miniseries. It's like
Yeah.
I think he said
Wow.
it's 8 or 9 hours, something like
Holy
that.
shit. Well, I know, and I'm a fan now.
So it might be worth it if you're into true crime or
Yeah.
Your aunt got me hooked on Dr. Phil. He had on Dahmer's dad.
Oh wow.
How the fuck legally the legality part of it must have been.
is his name like Ronald Dahmer or something like that?
I don't know what his name
I'm
is.
surprised the guy's still
but
alive.
but I caught just the end, and I was so pissed. I caught the end, and I'm like, I would have loved to have seen him interview him.
It's weird. He was like the quote unquote normal one of the Dahmer family.
Well, that's the first thing Dr. Phil said was, "How could you not?" And I'm not trying to put you down or put you on the spot. How did you not see signs of this guy being not all there?
Now let me tell you, how did you not see the chickens in the hen house roost from a mile away, my friend?
Catch me outside. How about that?
You're sleeping in on this serial killer situation.
But when we did
The best. Sorry to cut you off real quick, but the best. Adam Ray, the comedian, is doing like what's his
see it
fucking name?
on Kill Tony, right?
Kill Tony. Yeah, he does like full shows with it
Yeah.
too.
Are
you
Like, as he
serious?
plays
Yeah.
Dr. Phil.
but when Sammy, the one podcast we did on Dahmer, and Sammy was telling me how the neighborhood they're in, number one, some people got away, number two, the army. How did this guy slip through our fingers so long? Dude.
Well, like I said, this
Dude.
convention is probably going to bring this new series is going to bring some new things to light that have either been forgotten about or never been discovered. So check that one out. John Borowski. Check out all his documentaries. Guy's an excellent filmmaker.
Yeah, this is our picture we took from him there.
In your dude's opinion, how can I say this? Basically, who was the baddest on the planet? Was it Dahmer or was it Gacy? Who do you think was
Out of the two,
yeah?
I
out
don't think
those
either of
two?
them really.
there's worse
Yeah, way worse.
You think so?
It was
For
way
sure.
worser.
for sure.
Well, like I said, I know.
There's some guy in like Mexico who's
Yeah,
like, I
the
think they
cartel.
killed like 400 people. No, just like a child
Oh
killer.
no!
There's been some bad dudes out of Germany.
The cartel. Which cartel leader was it? They said he killed he was responsible for 40,000 people.
Oh,
because
Pee Wee Herman.
You know the He always has to squeeze that Pee Wee guy. But they said he was responsible for something like 47,000. Because you know why, Mike? Because as in Blow, they said he basically said it's a shame we had to kill his man, then it'd be his family and his friends, a whole lot of people would die. And that's what the cartel does, man. They don't go just after you, they go after everybody that you care about, dude.
So yeah, there's been like word for a while that Gacy was even working with like different serial killers in the area here. I don't think he was really working with like the Ripper crew, but Robin Hecht.
That's another
people
thing.
Say that he was, but
really?
That's a whole other group of individuals that people have kind of forgotten about or don't know enough about. That Ripper crew was pretty awful.
But Mike, there's no proof of that, right?
Of
that
him working with them?
Yeah.
Like I said, everyone's got their theory. And it's like the telephone game. Rumors go around, and But that actually might come to light in the new documentary. So
another person we were talking to about Gacy for a little while was Ryan Graveface.
Oh man,
he had a booth there.
Okay,
this
guy very divisive.
This guy,
very controversial,
big time. So I've talked about his museum in Chicago and the originals in Savannah, Georgia. He is making a Gacy documentary, or it is made.
Yeah.
And he was saying that, well, he didn't really have too much nice things to say about Borowski's upcoming Gacy documentary. This guy was on a whole different level as far as like Gacy information.
This guy's like the Howard Stern of creepy dudes. Because this guy, this dude,
he's got the largest collection of Gacy memorabilia.
What I mean, dude.
Artwork, his artwork,
dude. He's like
he was
all
telling us that he has
it.
like Gacy's like whole cell from his Gacy
recreated.
How do you get
size?
He
has the recreated size of Gacy's cell at the museum. I've been in it,
but he's got all the like shit that Gacy had in his cell too.
Yeah, because
like he has
didn't he get it from his sister?
Artwork, letters. His sister donated everything to this guy.
Yeah, so this guy, we were talking to him, and he claimed that he has like evidence that exonerates Gacy from like 16 murders, but also implicates him in like 60 or 70 more.
Yeah,
wow.
It was crazy.
How fucked up is that, dude?
So he was at the convention promoting the museum, and what's this record company called?
Terrorvision.
Terrorvision. And promoting the museum, so
cool record label.
Oh yeah. But like I said before, if you get the chance and you're up in Bucktown and you're walking around on Milwaukee Avenue, if you got the time, go check out the museum. It'll freak you out.
I want to see it.
I mean,
this is a picture of the one in Savannah, Georgia. It looks pretty dope with the
and which
the devil mouth.
Where did you go, Mike? Which museum did you go to, Mike?
Graveface Museum.
And where's that at?
Milwaukee Avenue, about 1800 North in Bucktown, in Chicago.
Okay. We got to see it, Sammy. I'd like to go see it.
I'd like to go see it.
Would you go? Would you take us, Mike?
They have a lot of other cool memorabilia.
I would do it again. It's a $10 tour, and there's stuff from Anton LaVey in there. They have like pictures and memorabilia and artwork from serial killers. And
wow,
if you like the extreme kind of, let's call it what it is, sick shit, you're gonna find it at this museum.
Yeah.
But then again, if you're a true crime buff, you'll enjoy this museum too. I think. So so there's some interesting Gacy documentaries coming out.
Yeah.
This guy,
I definitely want to see both of
and
them.
He told us the name of his documentary, but I forgot it already.
Yeah, but I think he said it was like he's trying to like crowdsource it online to be released.
Crowdfund,
yeah, crowdfund it.
Was he a deep dude though? Was he kind of creepy?
No, he was like, "Fuck John Borowski. I'll tell you what something about Gacy that fucking nobody knows, man." If you
that's exactly how he was. He didn't have anything really nice to say.
I was like this. I was like,
yeah, we're just like taking a few steps back, like, okay, nice meeting you. It's like when Homer.
I just asked how much the pin was, man.
Yeah, right. When Homer took Bart and Lisa to go meet Adam West, and he starts doing the bat touche, and Homer's like, "Yeah, okay, nice meeting you." He starts backing up. That's kind of how it was.
I'm just joking. He was a cool dude. He was like, he was like giving us some cool information. Yeah,
but he
was interesting to listen to.
What's that?
He did say those things. I mean, he's like kind of
standoffish,
kind of jarring. Yeah, but he's a cool dude. Like I said, he was talking to us for a long time.
Yeah,
I was really enjoying what he was.
That's the cool thing about going to conventions. Every vendor is pretty open. They're not shy people. Some of them might be, but like they'll talk to you about horror, and you get a good conversation.
I got a story about one coming up. That's.
But do you think that was more an act, Sammy? Do you think that was more for what he's living for and what his career? Do you think he was?
That's this guy's whole life. Yeah, Ryan Graveface. Yeah.
Because I read up on this guy a little bit. Weird dude, man.
You don't have like one of the biggest serial killer collections ever.
Yeah, you got to be weird if you're collecting that stuff. Yeah.
I don't put him down for that. I mean, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into.
People collect weird things.
But he's not into it. He's living it, man. This dude is freaking...
It was weird. I went through the back hallway just to say hello to someone that I knew in the hotel, and he was in there, and he was like, "You want to see a dead body?" I was like, whoa, fucking... Whoa. No.
Wait a minute.
Sammy gets a little tear in his eye.
So there was a lot of, that's something weird. There's a lot of like, not a lot, but there's a couple like different serial killer guys that are always around the true crime authors that are around the horror conventions.
Yeah. The one, I think I brought it up before a long time ago. I went to a convention once at the Hilton downtown. It was called Mad Mobster Party, and there's a company or a magazine out there called Mad Monster. They put on the convention. They haven't been back since. This one was fucking creepy. It was a lot of true crime stuff, but a lot of serial killer stuff. But this one guy had a murderabilia room, and he had little Polaroid pictures, about 100 of them. He went to all these different prisons across the country, and he met serial killers. And in each picture, he's got his arm around them, big smile on his face, like, "Oh, look at this guy." Sick shit. This guy.
I wonder if he also runs murderpedia.com.
Probably.
What is it about
murderabilia?
What is it about Polaroid pictures that are so disturbing?
Well, these were.
I mean, if
this
I
guy
see
was
a
like,
video,
they're a cheap camera.
If I see a video or I see some film,
this guy was in praise of what these serial killers were doing. That was pretty fucking sick. What was also disturbing was they had a Columbine victim there talking about his experience on stage at a horror movie convention.
Wow.
Just inappropriate, man.
I mean, it's one thing to be interested or fascinated with like the stories or even, the psychology of it all. But I mean, to praise these dudes, like, that's not
dude,
cool.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, but people like that Pasco stuff, man.
Like,
I hope that's what that was.
I hope that convention never comes back to Chicago.
Yeah. But Sammy, I don't know, man. Those Polaroid pictures, they're so fucking creepy to
uncomfortable.
Me, man. Because you always could look deeper into those fucking things.
You know who does? You know who does TED Talks? I think her name is Sue Klebold, Dylan Klebold's mother. He was one of the Columbine shooters.
Yeah,
really.
And she does these TED Talks about, hey, yeah, my kid was one of the Columbine shooters.
Okay, now if one of your kids were, would you fucking admit to it?
I think that's what might have been what that movie we need to talk about. Kevin was about. Was like maybe her life in some weird way. But, well, it's based off a book, but I don't know if maybe that she was the inspiration for it.
Okay, I've seen that once. Tilda Swinton plays the mother.
That's one of like the best movies I've seen that I never want to see again. It's just like
disturbing.
She's trying to find out if her kid is like a monster or if it was, if like nature versus nurture, if it was something.
Me personally, being a horror fan. And I do go a lot with some of the stuff I watch and talk about.
There is a line.
I would watch her once because of my curiosity. I'm not backing it up. I'm not.
Well, you can go on YouTube. There's been several TED Talks where she's addressed an audience.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of the host for the whole like panels for the day was Nick D, the Nick D podcast.
Yep. Sal, you remember
pretty
this
cool,
guy?
dude.
Yeah.
So I think he did have a mic in the audience again.
He's a jagoff.
No, he's not.
He's a jagoff. Fuck this guy.
He's funny. Nick
D.
He
is funny.
You know what?
He's great. He was on WGN for a long time.
I know he was.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about this guy. I wish I would have had a few in me, maybe a few drinks, and myself, because he caught me off guard. And usually, a lot of people don't do that.
Him off guard. What are you talking
a lot of people don't do that, but
Sal got up and promoted our podcast
on his podcast.
That's right. And you know what?
Perfect.
I think he was unprofessional what he said. Which he was
that was funny.
He was just joking around.
Fuck that guy. I'd like to kick him in his dick.
I think he's hilarious.
Fuck that guy.
But yeah, his panel, they did the live podcast again with his partner on the show, but then they brought up Don Coscarelli, and he was talking about, what was he promoting anything? Anything new?
I don't think he was promoting anything new. No, he was there just hanging out. Yeah.
That's my guy.
So he was talking about Phantasm a lot about
they had the car. They had the car from Phantasm 2, I think it's a Dodge Hemi Cuda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking nice, badass car.
Somebody made one.
1971.
Somebody made one, Mike, and Coscarelli was there, and he said, "You missed this. You missed
That was
this.
my
You missed
picture.
this." And the guy was like, "No, man, this is exact CUDA. This is exact CUDA. No, it's not. You missed this. You missed this. You missed this."
It's a replica.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's
That's
sweet.
a beautiful
Sweet looking
car,
car.
man.
Yeah.
That's probably the best looking car I've ever seen in a horror film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he
I
was
didn't
just
know
there.
he was there.
Yeah, he was just bullshitting.
Son of a bitch.
It was fun. They were talking about Phantasm.
Yep.
Forget exactly what it was that he was talking about there. Maybe just how they shot it exactly.
A couple of
with
his
so
old
low
films.
budget.
I think they brought up Vision Quest, maybe.
Do you know what I think? Two of my favorite I think they were so underrated even now as a horror fan is Scanners and Phantasm. I think those movies are so underrated. Why there isn't more a legion of because those two were fantastic films, just fantastic.
Phantasm definitely has its fans. They're kind of spread out.
Yeah.
A lot of those sequels, I think, it's just my opinion. I think they kind of hurt the franchise. Some of them are not good, but then some are cool. They have their moments.
I totally agree with that because Scanners 2, Scanners 3. I wish they wouldn't have done.
I didn't even know they had.
Neither did I. I don't think I've ever seen those.
There was 3 total, and they were.
Well,
such a
Cronenberg
bomb.
only did the first one.
Yeah, Cronenberg.
Okay.
But they did put storyline created by but they were nowhere near Scanners.
Don Coscarelli, he did all of them except for I think one of them, right?
I think
5.
Ravager.
5, the 5th one.
Yeah, I think that was Ravager.
Yeah.
He was talking about one of his later films he did. John Dies at the End.
Yeah.
That one I gotta get a kick out of.
That's a fun one. Yeah.
And I've heard the book there's a whole series of books are supposed to be.
Now
funny.
I'm very shocked how many more films that I seen that Angus Scrimm was in. I watched one the other day and I was like, I recognize that voice immediately, and it was Angus Scrimm. And like I said, he was in there for like maybe a minute or so, or maybe 2
he did
minutes.
a lot of TV too.
Did he? I'd never seen him on TV.
Yeah, he was
Never seen him on TV.
Definitely on Masters of Horror.
Yeah.
He's done some TV along the way. But
what a great guy. Angus Scrimm was. When I met him, he was the nicest gentleman ever, man.
Don's first 2 films, which are not horror, I've seen one of them. You've got Kenny and Company, which has cast members of Phantasm in it. Really good music. I think Reggie Bannister does the music. But his other one is called Jim's the World's Greatest. I've never seen that one.
I'll tell you, Reggie made those films. Him and Angus Scrimm.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for those two, because anybody else could have been in any other part of that movie, but those two made the Phantasm franchise.
Read something, unfortunately. I think Reggie's suffering from dementia.
Oh, no, is he?
He's an old timer. But I had the pleasure
That's a bummer.
of seeing Reggie perform guitar.
Did you?
At Flashback Weekend years ago, and Angus Scrimm sing a song.
Yeah, you said he sang.
The whole Phantasm cast was performing. They were singing. It was so cool. It was so cool.
Sammy.
That's had to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So that was a good panel. What was the next one?
Yeah, the next one. Let me see what panel we did. We saw James Jude Courtney.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
And Rohan Campbell.
Fuck this guy.
Seriously,
Rohan Campbell.
Seriously, nobody's gonna ever remember that kid or even his name.
I don't know.
We'll see. Mike had said before in another podcast, "Who cares?"
Nah, dude, that was one of the worst Halloween films I've ever seen.
It was. Oh god.
One of the most worst fucking characters. They're riding on a motorcycle together like Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah.
Fucking break, dude.
We're
gonna make it. Just one of the worst fucking characters. What was his name? Corey.
What did Mike?
Corey, go fuck
I know
yourself.
John really likes it though.
Mike, what did Mike say about this kid? He was only in that fucking closet for like a half a minute, and he's freaking out.
Yeah.
Or not John. I'm sorry. Tony really likes this movie.
He loves the Halloween
likes this
franchise.
movie?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. If it's on, I'll watch it.
It's the only one I
But
think I
it's
really
so
only
bad.
watched maybe once or twice, and that's it. I never want to.
Yeah.
So go back
that
a few. We got to show who we met.
Yeah, I was going to talk about this guy, Bill Zebub.
Bill Zebub. What a fucking maniac, dude. I met him at 2011 at the Horror Hound convention in Indianapolis, and we drank a couple of beers that night, just shooting the shit.
Yeah, he's got a beard in his hand there.
I didn't know he was going to be at Flashback this year, but I'm glad we ran into him.
Now, what's he from?
Hilarious. He's a filmmaker.
I was going to bring up here. This is what his table looks like over there. It's just he's got some of the craziest fucking
Nightmare
movies.
on Elmo Street.
Dick Shark. What is Dick Shark? What about Boogers of the Antichrist? This is another one.
So this guy,
like Santa Claus serial rapist?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed that one when we were doing our Christmas episode.
If you think like trauma films are bad, you got to see his shit, dude.
Clowna Nostra?
Big Shark. That's the only one I'm looking at.
He is some kind of filmmaker. So in his black metal documentary, Bill Zebub got on, I think it was in a hotel room, he got an interview with King Diamond. That was pretty cool.
He was telling us he didn't want to hang out with King Diamond anymore. He's getting old. And it ruins the mystique.
Oh, don't say that in front of Mikey.
He is. He's a family man, you know.
What is that boogers? What? Of the what?
Boogers of the Antichrist.
The titles alone.
Where did these guys come up with?
I'm just glad he's got a director's cut of Zombie Christ.
Heavy metal horror films.
Zombie Christ.
He's got a whole slew of other ones that are even worse than this. It's like there was a movie there. I think it's called like Jesus Was a Fucking Douchebag.
Yeah. Yep.
Why should I laugh at that? I'm gonna get struck.
Dude, if you can find his shit, put it on Plex for us, man.
So what I thought was funny, was we were just talking to him for a while. He's drinking a beer, and he's also got like a bottle of Jack Daniels with him.
Serious?
This dude can
and
party.
He's telling us that like, he only is drinking the beer so his breath doesn't smell like alcohol. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Fuck?
But the funniest part was he's telling us how when he gets drunk, he like likes to fall in love, quote unquote, with big fat girls. And like, I gotta show the camera this. As he's telling us this, my eyes just go like this. And like in the next booth over is like a 350-pound.
She was a big one.
I remember you told me
BBW.
She was a big one.
And I was like, oh man, this lady does not know what she's into later on tonight.
Mikey, a BB.
He was telling us he had to go to the bathroom so bad and he couldn't find anyone to watch his booth.
He admitted to pissing his pants. That was great.
Yeah, he's like, I ran to the bathroom. By the time I got there, I pissed my fucking pants, bro.
I told him, like, invest in some Depends.
So these are some of the people sometimes. I mean, it was hilarious. I liked meeting them. It was funny, but
and I think the booth next to him, they had blankets. And I bought a blanket. I bought a King Diamond blanket.
Oh! I thought you meant they had a blanket they were laying on.
That was a cool blanket too. Yeah, the people made it all themselves.
Right. That's right. I forgot you got a blue. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So
the people you meet at conventions they're wild.
Oh
man.
my
So
God.
check out Bill Zebub.
Bill Zebub.
That's fucking funny. I would have to watch those films.
You would get a kick
I'm
out
such
of
a
it.
loser.
Oh man.
You're gonna feel like one after watching them.
I don't even know if you can find those anywhere. Like, you gotta go. You gotta get it only at the convention.
Or maybe he's probably got a website out there. Look
Mike,
up Bill Zebub.
who gives guys like this money to
Let me ask you a question right here.
Self-funded.
After what I just told you and looking at his picture, do you want to give this guy money and have him? You're worried about him shipping you out something? That ain't happening.
Mike,
Right.
I'll give him a 20.
This guy's hammered drunk before 11 a.m. Every day.
Probably. Just look at him.
You know what, Mike? I would go to his booth just for the titles Sammy C brought up.
I'm telling you, he's got to have like a Google or a Wikipedia out there. Just Google Bill Zebub. Look at his, or go on IMDb. Go on IMDb. Look up Bill Zebub, and you can see all the films he's directed.
Oh my God.
The titles will make you fall out of your chair laughing.
Oh my God.
But I'll talk to him every year at the convention now. I'm
Yeah.
like, let me hear another story about you pissing your pants.
Yes.
Hey, you get that from me. Don't worry about it. Hey, you get that for free.
So we also saw Charles Band there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there with his wife. What's her name?
Robin Sidney.
Robin Sidney. Yeah, he was there to
Okay,
promote
okay.
Quadrant.
He's got to be 30 to 40 years older than
Okay,
this woman.
did you
man.
see Head of the Family? No. Sammy, I've seen so many Head movies, but that fucking Head of the Family, I couldn't help but watch it. It was so disturbing and so fucking funny. I lost my mind.
He didn't make it, but I love like Basket Case.
Oh, you know how I love Basket Case.
Is that Frank Henenlotter?
Love it.
I think that's Frank Henenlotter.
The third one, they shouldn't have did a lot of shit to the third one, but the first one was, I loved it. I don't know why.
So Charles Band was there promoting his new film, his film noir Quadrant, This thing looks fucking awful, just like all this shit.
You want to watch the trailer for it?
Of course.
I gotta see it. I
yes.
gotta see it.
Full moon. Big booth for
Full moon.
Quadrant makes your fears seem like a physical reality.
You said you've been haunted by that image ever since you saw it in a book as a little girl.
Bold.
You both said Quadrant would help me gain some insights.
When you were in the Quadrant state, did you...
We watched this in a room full of people, and afterwards, like Charles Band is standing up front. We all had to do this.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, dude.
We're never gonna watch this piece of shit.
I joined Quadrant because I live in a nightmare world. I want it to end. It's happening now.
I can't look at your face!
You're supposed to be curing me.
This is a medical device built for subjects to go through mental catharsis, not to use it like a ride at Disneyland.
Robert! You're overstepping.
If you have any brains left, you'll stay away from her.
Aaron got me
There couldn't have been many people that stayed to watch this. It was like
I don't think so.
10:45 or something they were showing this movie.
He's lucky if he
Seriously?
had 10 people show up.
Bring her back now.
He was just there at the screening. It was just him and his hot wife
Yeah.
just finger banging in the
Right.
International Ballroom at the.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, a couple of guys from the AV watching.
Yeah, right. The AV guys are in the back going, "This is the best film of all time."
Why won't you trust me?
Because I can't.
So I made the mistake of going on IMDb and looking at this guy's films that he directed. He made over like 10 Evil Bong films.
There's a lot of evil bongs.
Nothing can ever split us apart. And we'll never betray each other.
Great.
don't
Hey,
even-
Tubi, Sal. There you go.
You know you're gonna watch that.
Yeah, he's on it.
I'm on it.
So he's there every year. Good old Charles Band.
Puppet Master. Puppet Master.
Yeah. Okay. When he first started out with Empire Pictures, he made some okay
See?
Uh,
There's that in a family.
B movies. But the stuff that he's been making over the years, it's just been so crappy. One of the worst I've ever seen was Demonic Toys versus Puppet Master. Oh, that was a bad one, dude. Really bad.
They're all pretty bad.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it.
I mean, Puppet Master's fun. The newest one
I'm
was pretty
sorry,
fun. They had some
dudes.
good kills in them.
I'm sorry, dudes.
He's made a career of making B movies with hot chicks who show off their chesticles.
But you know what, though, Mike? There's a legion of idiots like me out there. There's a legion of
good
us
for this
out
guy.
there.
I'll say
I'm
good for this
telling
guy.
you, dude, I love his shit. I do. I do. And Trancers.
I think he also did Ginger Dead Man, didn't
Yes,
he?
he
Oh.
did. Yes, he did. And there's
I've
a couple
seen
of
them
those
all.
too.
I've seen them all. Do you know after you know what my reaction is after I watch these films?
Nothing, because you don't remember anything about him.
No, I do. It's just, you know, I just get this relaxed feeling and satisfaction because they were so bad. I mean, you don't have to worry about, oh, the acting was great, the effects were great. No, it's so stupid. Who fucking cares?
It's an hour and a half of turning your brain
I'm
off.
sorry, man. Head of the Family, I fucking lost my mind. That was fucking funny. And you know how I feel about all the Puppet Master movies. I love them.
I like getting what was the Adam Sandler movie where he was like banging his teacher? He was starting that sitcom Head in the Classroom. It was Andy Samberg.
Yeah,
where he's
yeah.
like, his son.
I don't know what
forget what it was called.
that just reminded me of Elvira's movie when she got hit in the head by the sign and the kid goes, "Hey, Elvira, how's your head?" And she looks at the camera. I haven't gotten any complaints.
She's great.
I love Elvira. But dude, come on. Head of the Family, Mikey. Head of the Family. Dude,
You couldn't pay me to watch
Puppet Master.
it. You couldn't pay me to watch these, really.
Dude.
So another person we saw there was Quinn Lord from Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a pretty cool dude.
Okay, I would have loved to have met that little dude.
I think
he's
he was
not
doing
little
a
anymore,
photo op,
but-
He's an adult now. He's,
But come on,
Probably
Mikey.
20-something now.
Mikey, when you first seen Trick or Treat, that little fucking dude, that dude freaked me out.
you know where I first seen this? The old Horribles in Berwyn, in the basement in the theater.
That's where you seen it?
That's where he had a copy.
Awesome.
He had a copy, and he put it on.
Awesome. Did you like Trick or Treat? Didn't you? Just
Yeah,
say?
yeah.
I love
can't
Trick or
remember
Treat.
how I saw it first.
dude. But
That one should have been in the theaters.
But Mikey, he was a cool dude.
We didn't meet him, but the panel was cool.
Okay.
Was that Michael Daughtry? Or
Oh, the filmmaker?
yeah, did that same guy who did Krampus and
Yes.
I would have loved to
Cool
have been-
films.
I would have loved to have started as a little kid in horror and just worked my way up into horror. Loved it. That would have been. That's a dream. That's a dream.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was funny. He was giving us some cool stories from like the side of us and everything.
Really?
Yeah, it was cool.
nice.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot of specifics that he was talking about, but hey, it was a fun.
We talked
talk,
about
yeah.
some of the other work he's done.
Yeah.
Nothing I can remember, though. Sorry.
Was it horror, though, Mikey?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I see the card on there. You know they're making a Christine 2 now, right?
Is that right?
Yeah. But
Why
Spielberg's not. I mean,
Oh.
Spielberg. What's his name?
The logo.
Not my favorite Carpenter film. Not my favorite. Not my
Carpenter,
favorite
yeah.
King's book.
Stephen King.
But it's
Stephen
okay.
King. They said Stephen King won't have any hand in this, and I don't think Carpenter is
That's a
either.
bummer.
So it's probably going to be a piece of shit.
Well, that's a good segue because we also saw the Thing reunion.
This
yeah,
is
all of these
awesome.
guys.
This was really cool.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that I think of it, Adrienne Barbeau was not on stage.
Did you see her?
She
That's
looked
right, she
great.
wasn't.
Did you
She
see
looked
her?
beautiful.
She was another one on a Tubi movie I seen. It was excellent.
Yeah, she was upstairs. I think
she was
in the
she
room.
was a bartender.
She was at the con, but she didn't. She wasn't on stage for the panel.
Oh, she
Yeah,
wasn't?
that's true.
I would have just met Keith David. That would be the only guy I'd like to meet.
So the poor guy, David Clennon, I think he might have Alzheimer's. He couldn't remember anything.
seriously,
He couldn't remember anything. They're going over, this and that. People are asking questions. He's just like, I don't know.
I don't see Keith David there. He wasn't there.
Yeah, he came a little late, but he showed up. Dude's awesome. He's been in so many good things.
I love that dude, man.
One of my favorite actors, to be honest. They Live. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I know you love They Live. Yeah.
One of the best parts of the panel, though, they were asking him, like, what do you think is, like, the best line in the thing? And he was like, oh, well, I love when, like, Donald is tied up to the chair, and he says, if you gentlemen don't mind, would you mind? And imagine this in, like, Keith David's voice, where he's like, I'd rather not be tied, spend all winter tied to this motherfucking chair. I was like, that was worth it just to see that, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I would have loved for him to say, how did he get Frankfurt over to Beans?
How do you get to break up with
He's
beans?
This would have never happened to Woogie.
This would have never happened to Kirby.
Yeah. Well, it was Woogie.
Woogie.
So go back. Was it Richard Stanley? All the way on the far right. I think that's his name. He was talking about what his favorite line was, and of course he had to do the one that I like. I don't know what it is, but it's pissed off and weird.
Oh yeah. I did like that.
Weird
part
and pissed
too.
off. Yeah. So yeah, this is a great panel. A lot of these guys, they've done a lot of stuff over the years. You may not recognize their name or face, but you recognize the films that they've done.
Right. Well,
Of course,
there's a guy from the Warriors.
Thomas G.
dumbass.
Waits. He had a bad falling out after the Warriors. He got fired off of the Warriors.
They didn't credit him in
right,
the Warriors movie.
right.
Dumbass.
Yeah, he did something to piss off the director or whatever, Walter Hill. He was
I think
in.
he said he was acting like too Hollywood and shit like that.
He was in a prison film that I watched recently that's kind of been forgotten about called On the Yard, and he's the star of it. Your boy James Remar is in it.
Oh, he is?
John Hurt from Home Alone.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's
He-
what you're
he's
talking
in it
about.
too.
The one where he gets what's his name gets stabbed.
Remar
What's
gets
the-
Remar gets stabbed in the
Remar gets
armpit.
stabbed?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a good prison film, but Tom G. Waits, he doesn't play a very nice guy in it, but interesting movie.
Man, did he get old. Wow.
Yeah, they all like everyone except for Mike said the dude had his had their all faculties there. They were telling good stories and shit.
Well, I do know for a fact all the Warriors were, the whole movies, they were supposed to be kids. They were supposed to be 17, 18, 19 years old, but all the original Warriors were in their late 20s. They were all in their
Did I
late
get his
20s.
name right? Go back another one where you got all their names. Richard Macer. What did I say? Richard Stanley.
Richard Macer.
Richard Macer. Yeah.
Now, he's the one that said the dogs, Mikey?
Yeah.
That
Weird
was
and pissed
funny.
off.
When Mike told me that, I had to go back and watch that.
Most people don't know the chess wizard's voice was Adrienne Barbeau.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's John Carpenter always has some weird like voiceovers like in Escape from New York. Jamie Lee Curtis is the
That's right.
the computer system or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
like,
right.
The narrator thing.
Well, John was married to Adrienne Barbeau for a hot minute, so
Yeah,
he put her voice in the movie.
Well, Jamie Lee was in Escape from New York. She was the voice.
That's what we were just saying.
That's what I was just
Yeah.
saying. Just said that, motherfucker.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Adrian. No, I thought you were talking about Adrian. I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
we
just
all
playing.
know she was in Escape from New York because
Oh,
you can't miss
she-
those two beautiful eyes.
No, dude. She looked. Her best that she looked was in The Fog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, your Uncle Jimmy was in love with Adrian Barbeau. He had her poster all over his bedroom when he was a kid.
That's awesome.
But I definitely want to talk to
Good-looking
Keith
woman.
David.
Yeah, he had
it
a good
was-
line. But yeah, good con. Next one, Days of the Dead in November. But Sal, you've been watching some stuff on Tubi. Tell us all about it.
You know what? Tubi is my go-to. You guys or anybody else from our audience can make fun of me all you want, but I'm telling you right now, one of the best films I've seen compared to any other kind of app or whatever we watch was that Party Bus.
Party Bus.
It was okay. Let me tell you, Mikey. It was about two brothers. Okay, the one brother was a clean cut, probably in his early 30s, and he was an entrepreneur, and he was in the midst of signing $1 million deal, a couple $1 million. It would have made him a millionaire. So the whole thing was he was getting married the next day. So this was his bachelor party, and his brother was the opposite of him. His brother was bad news. He was in prison. He lost touch of him. Well, the next thing you know, the main character's best friend was a Australian woman, and
Good day.
she managed to find him. So they hire a party bus after the bachelor party, which was in a bar. There was cocaine there. There was loose women in there. Anything you needed to do that was there
man,
was
I
there.
love cocaine and loose women.
So
The finger bus is
you know,
coming.
so his ex-girlfriend, who loved him more than anything, was there and wanted to explain why she left him and blah 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 blah. And she was gorgeous. Well, it wound up being that the brother had some wit about him because he was in Afghanistan. He was no war hero. So him and his buddies built this bus that was impenetrable, soundproof, blah 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 blah. So all the people that work for the main character fucked him one way or another, either out of money or out of power or holding him back so they could get more money. And the brother that was in prison fucking demolishes them all. Can I tell him about that one part, Sammy, with the baby?
Sure, that is your.
So
You're running the show now.
So there was it was half and half women, half men in this bus. Okay, and I think there was a total of maybe 6 or 7 people.
1 second. Can you pull up this on IMDb?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was a woman there who was she was married to another woman. And they couldn't conceive.
Okay.
So there was this new procedure that cost $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
She told the guy, "Yeah, we're trying to have a baby. I can't. I lost one, and we can have a baby." So he gave her the $500,000. So the brother had told everybody the name.
This
of
is the movie you're talking about, right?
Yes, the name of the game is all you have to do. All you have to do is tell the truth, and I will let you walk. Well, none of these assholes fucking told the truth. Sam, can you pull up that one scene where the baby? So the one woman that
I don't have the
Ellie,
whole movie.
that Ellie Ringo, she's the one that was in love with him and didn't want him to marry his new wife, but she also lied to him. So everybody in the bus was a liar. So, but there was this one scene where he told this woman, the bad brother tells this woman to sit down. Oh, you're in a funny seat. You're in E4 or something like that, whatever. He takes the pregnant woman, stabs her in the throat, lays down and rips out the baby and pulls the baby out, looks at it,
Oh, jeez.
and throws it on the floor.
I'm like,
I was crying laughing when I seen that, dude.
you're the only one that liked this movie.
Yeah. Sounds like you were really into it, Sal.
Although this guy couldn't even spell absolutely, so I don't know.
I'm telling you, dudes. If you want to see gore, this was a damn good gory movie. Damn good.
Speaking of gore, this is unrelated. I'm sorry to cut you off.
That's all right.
I heard there's an even more gorier film out there than August Underground.
which is
Yes, I'll have to look it up. I don't remember the name, but that's the rumor that it's more disturbing and more gorier.
Yeah,
than
because I
August
just
Underground.
it's like Atrocious, right?
Yes, Atrocious. I
Yeah.
think that's what it's called.
I've seen it.
Is it Latin?
It's Mexican or Spanish.
There might be
something about
some-
that.
what's the name of it?
It's South American.
It's either Atrocious or there's something.
It's
No.
like the actual name is like Atroz,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
but it's Atrocious in American.
I think I have seen this one myself.
It's
Or maybe not. There's a few
So-
films called Atrocious.
Little spoiler alert. Yeah, this guy like it's real fucked up. Even worse than August Underground. This dude's
Yeah.
dad is like raping him and shit like that.
Right.
Damn.
And he
Right.
like goes back, and his mom is like watching and everything like that. So he
Yeah.
goes back. He knocks out the fucking parent. He makes his mom fuck his dad with like a strap on with like fucking knives and shit
Okay.
in it and
Damn.
poking
Sal?
out.
Yeah.
I'm assigning you with this project.
Yes.
You're gonna watch this film and you're gonna
I'll watch
report
it.
back.
It's
But
terrible.
I'm telling you, dudes.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
I'm telling.
Yeah, the dad the kid he cuts his mom's tits off and puts them on his dad, and then he cuts his dad's dick off and sews it on his mom.
Okay.
It's a fucked up
that's
movie.
fucked up.
It's
I'll watch that.
It
I'll
might
watch
be
that.
worse than August Underground.
But I'm telling you, dudes, Party Bus. He chops off. He cuts his. He's got this huge fucking Rambo knife, and he cuts his lady's head off. He fucks up this.
But is it funny?
No,
Oh.
no, none of this is funny. This is all serious shit, dude. And
none of it's funny.
I'm telling you, dudes, to at least watch it.
All right, I'll give it a
At
try.
least watch it. If you like gore, this is a good one to watch.
Wait, do you have Atrocious?
No, but I think I downloaded it and then I
Oh,
was
you
like,
removed it,
I was
right?
like, I can't have this in my fucking life.
Yeah.
I watched it, like skimmed through it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but
But I suggest
I got to
if-
the good
if-
bits.
If
Is
you
it
dudes-
worse than like Serbian film?
Yeah,
You've
definitely
you've
more
seen
graphic.
that one,
Yeah,
It's
right,
more
Sal?
graphic than that. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
Serbian film.
What
Yeah.
do they call that? Newborn porn. Dude, that was going way past go. Not even I could care for that. But anyway,
Well, this fucking episode is now shadow banned, I'm sure, on YouTube.
anyway, Party Bus. I suggest if
Okay.
you like gore, and I thought the storyline was pretty fucking good. So I would give it to Sally 5.
All right.
1 out of 5.
Speaking of
I'd
that,
give
I
it
was
5.
looking at a way to because I think our show is definitely shadow banned on YouTube. Like we don't get recommended, for people. We talk about some fucked up shit here.
Yes.
But I was like, for a minute, I was entertaining the idea. I was like, what would get us like not shadow banned? And it was some rules on YouTube. It was like
We break all of them.
it was like you can't say rape, but you can say. But I was like, you can't, but it was like you can't say things like struggle snuggle, and I was like, that's worse.
Struggle snuggle?
That's fucking worse.
I struggle to snuggle.
Struggle snuggle.
Can I get on my Tubi?
Yeah, give us some more.
Yeah, keep
Okay.
going with Tubi, dude.
So, Festival of the Living Dead. Did you dudes see that?
No.
Party Bus was probably the best one I've seen lately. But Festival of the Living Dead. So it's a basic 4 or 5 friends go to a festival, and it's supposed to be like a fake. Well, the next it was real. So
Is it like the fire festival, the fake?
So look at so this
Ja
group of people, this group of kids drive in there, and what they don't know.
Oh, the Saska twins.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
What they don't know is there are real zombies in there,
Okay.
and they find out right away because they hit one of them. And let me tell you something, man, it was brutal.
I haven't
fucking
heard
brutal.
anything from the Saska twins in years.
Yeah.
So this is cool.
was the Saska twins. They kept their name right with this film. I loved it.
Nice.
I thought it was.
When this
it
one
was,
come out?
It was
This year.
It wasn't the greatest zombie movie I've ever
April
seen.
5th. All right.
It wasn't the greatest, but but it was a Saska film for sure. You could tell they did it.
Did AI write the script?
A Saska or Tubi film? Question mark.
Yeah, yeah. I suggest to watch it. It was definitely entertaining. It wasn't great. It wasn't anything like American Mary.
I always like that when people like that's the title for their whole review is
Sigh. Wow, bad.
Yeah, but at least I'm honest. It wasn't half as good as American Mary. I don't think any
Dude,
film was
that
as good
was
as
probably
American Mary.
that's their masterpiece and probably their, it's
But-
not their
but the
swan song.
But the Festival of the Dead, Sammy, you would like it. Mikey,
I don't think they could do better than American Mary.
yeah, that's what I said.
I kind of think that's their only good film. They also did the Rabid remake, and I
Yeah,
didn't
well,
like that.
I-
at all.
Their first one had some humor to it. It was
With
called
Marilyn
Dead Hooker in a
Chambers?
Trunk.
I've seen
That one is funny.
Yeah.
Now Marilyn Chambers was in the first Rabbit movie.
Yeah.
Rabbit. How do you say it? Rabbit?
Rabbit.
But I liked the Saska Twins Rabbit. I did. I didn't enjoy it, but I liked it. But the Festival of the Living Dead, Mikey, I think you would definitely enjoy it.
Okay.
Sammy, you'd find a lot of it pretty fucking good.
Are they in the film or they just direct?
They're not in the film at all.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just directing.
All right.
So so the next one, After the End.
That's a cool name.
After the End.
Yep,
Something
there
sounds
he is.
familiar about
Yep,
that. This
After
one?
the End. I thought this film was ahead of its time. A lot of it is based on the end of the world. You know, there were no monster dudes or zombie dudes. It was just us as humans. And this kid was magnificent in it. He knew how to extract the shit out of the water, what to eat, when to hunt, when to get inside, because where he lived was a farmland, so there was definitely wolves, coyotes, and the outdoors. Okay, and he was on his own for pretty much almost half the movie. And then a chick comes and she's an older girl. There she is. She traps him because she was trying to trap a buffalo or an ox or something like that for meat. But it was basically a end of civilization / survival.
Can you go down to the cast?
But the kid was magnificent in it. He was just magnificent.
Dustin Dwayne Hall.
What the fuck is with that woman's jaw?
Mm-hmm. That's his mom. Now.
Oh, this woman was. She was just in this show I just watched with like Greg Robinson in it. She's really funny, actually. What the fuck was the name of that show? It was something with snakes. Killing it. This is a pretty good show. This woman is from Australia, and he's just trying to make some money. They're trying to find. They're in like Florida, and there's a snake like contest. That yeah,
He's funny, that dude.
Yeah,
but
but
Mike,
she's in that.
Mike, I'm telling you, actually, I had to be patient with this because quite a bit of it was showing him alone, which I misunderstood the film.
I hope this is like Tom Hanks' stupid son or something. I think it is. No.
But like I said, the kid did an awesome job, man.
He's
He
got
did
one
an
son
awesome job.
that is like successful actor, and then he's got this one like idiot son who's a drug addict and a DJ.
Yeah, he's a rapper. He wrote "White Boy Summer" or something like that.
But this
Chet
girl,
Hanks.
this girl he meets, you know, obviously you're looking for people. He couldn't find anybody anywhere, so he meets these tree hillbilly motherfuckers, and the whole movie comes around to all of them actually knowing something about each other, and that's what was fucking fantastic about it.
I would check this one out.
I
is
would
in the
definitely
future?
check it out. No, it's supposed to be now, you know, but nobody survived, and he's trying to figure out what happened, you know. But at the same time, he's all about survivalists. He's magnificent at it, and I think he's only 14.
17.
Is he? Is that what it says? 17? Yeah. He's real young, real young, but he knows everything on how to survive. Everything.
I like that's a good title for a film.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was very good. What
the hell is this? What
This
was
is
that?
not the same film.
No, I don't know what film this is.
What was that kid in? He's really funny though. That
fucking
The Eddie Murphy one. They were the brothers.
oh, I'm thinking of
Old School.
No.
I'm thinking what's the one with Tom or God damn it, Jim Carrey,
Me,
where he's
Myself, and Irene?
Yeah.
These are the brothers.
He's like, this motherfucker talk about polypeptides.
Yeah,
shit.
these two are brothers, and they were in what was that Eddie Murphy movie when
Clumps.
Norbit maybe?
Doctor
Clumps?
no, not Norbert.
Nutty
fuck.
Professor.
Yeah, Nutty Professor. Yeah, he was in the one was a Nutty Professor. I think they both might have been in Nutty
Old School.
Professor.
He was in Old School.
All right, that went off the rails.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
else you got here for us?
Okay, man. It came on Tubi. And
All it took was one fat dude with big titties shaking in the sweating.
I don't know where the fuck that came from.
And we're derailed.
Do it again, Mike. I think they have a t-shirt with him on it. Okay, what came to Tubi, what I thought was such a fucking way past go movie was Emelie.
Oh,
Oh,
I think we've covered this one before.
we did.
Yeah, I think
but, worth looking into again.
But the only reason why I brought up again, I forgot quite a bit of it. Like when she made the baby, who was probably 5 or 6 years old, point a 38 at her and said, "Kill me, shoot me," and he did it. And thank God there was no bullets in it. That's horrifying.
So she's a psycho babysitter,
Actually, she had a baby and lost it,
and it's somebody's fault, right?
And it was her fault.
Okay.
And I can't remember if she rolled over it or just didn't take care of it good because she's a whack job right away.
IMDb, please.
But so Mikey, the oldest boy is probably I think like 13, and she calls him up to the bathroom, right? And that's the parents. So he's looking for her because she said your mom's not here. She's one of those, your mom's not here, do what you want. So she said, gave him a bunch of cookies. She gave him his little Game Boy back, blah, blah, blah. So he's looking for her now because now you know how you get that little crush on a hot chick age. So I think he's 14. So she was in the bathroom and she called him in there and she was peeing. And he called her all the way in, and she goes, "Hey, do you know about what your mother goes through? What girls go through?" And he's like, "Oh, you mean like an infection?" And he goes, "No. Just go through the drawer and find." He had to find her a Tampax, and he gave it to her. She made him open it and everything. But one of the funniest fucking parts, I was still crying laughing this morning, was the little girl had a hamster, and the older brother had a snake. There it is, and they made the little brother get a hamster, and then they made her watch. Look at Mikey.
I definitely have seen this before, but it's
a circle of life.
It's been so long. It's been 9 years. I
Dude,
don't remember much.
When she told it, and then the little baby puts the hamster in there. This is where they're making him watch a porn.
God.
Yeah, she's making him watch a porn movie, dude. And the little guy is the one she wants because she lost her baby. And then she slaps.
Right?
How do you stop
look,
the
here it is,
horror?
Mikey. Here it is. She makes the little boy pretend he's gonna shoot her in the head.
She looks like someone else.
Dude.
Can I see the cast?
Yeah, this she's been in some other stuff
she's
before.
She's from the series The Mayans.
Sarah Bolger, yeah.
She's from The Mayans. That series, the motorcycle off of damn it, Mike. Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
There was a zombie outbreak movie, and I didn't catch the name of it, but I did send it to you and Sammy. This guy's trying to make a phone call. This guy's making a phone call to the radio station and saying, "Hey, I'm with this young kid. I think he's got the answer why this breakout happened, and he's got the answer. He's working on the remedy." So he goes to make a phone call in the back as his daughter is in the freezer because she was a zombie already. She turned into a zombie, and this little fucking mutt kept on barking. And he's like, you could see he's getting mad at it to shut the fuck up. What does he do? He goes.
Oh, you sent me that clip. I saw that. Yeah.
Mike, I'm sorry. I know you and Sammy don't like seeing animals get hurt, but when he kicked this little fucker, he just started flowing. But it wasn't that funny that he kicked it, Mike. It was how far he kicked it. That motherfucker went.
That had to be a hard kick. Hard kick.
Oh God. Glad you enjoyed your Tubi watching.
That was almost as funny as when that little kid fucking put that hamster in and the snake ate it and the little girl's crying. But that dog kicking thing, I laughed harder than I did with the Terrifier. That's how hard I laughed. When that motherfucker, I did not see that coming. Him drop kicking that little fucking dog.
Speaking of Terrifier, when is part 3 due out?
October of 24.
October 11th, I think.
I
Yeah.
think it's 11.
Sal's ready for it.
Where are we going, Mikey? Where are we going to see it?
We're gonna have to see it if it's in the theaters, definitely.
No, I mean which theater?
Maybe we'll go back to Hollywood Boulevard.
Hollywood Boulevard.
The trailer just came out. It looks fucking great.
The new trailer. Can you show that, Sammy?
Sure.
Does this one actually have like a cast of people that are known?
It's pretty much the same cast as last time, I think.
Well, Sammy said that what's his name's in there? The WWE
Jericho's back?
Chris Jericho. The lady with no face. Obviously, the brother and sister. And I think that's about pretty much who else lasted.
Yeah, they probably kill what's his name off pretty quick there.
Oh, Jericho.
Oh, you know what? I don't have sound on this computer, but I mean, yeah, you get the gist of what's going on here.
She looks even better now.
He's so creepy.
Sammy says he kills a bunch of more little kids.
Yeah, there's been a couple of videos I saw that says that he kills some kids and So one thing I did see is that there was like they said that this one has like 1-ups Terrifier 2, so there's like
Wow.
so much gore and
So what,
nasty
is this
shit.
gonna be
in
like
it.
6 hours long?
Yeah, like I said, he's killing kids. He's like they said there's so much gore it made the crew throw up in
Yeah.
certain parts.
Yeah. When Sammy told me, look, I hope he kills all those little kids.
You know, I think if this
God,
movie's
please.
a decent movie, I think Art the Clown might be solidified as like a great horror franchise in history. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Chucky or fucking
Yeah.
Michael Myers.
He's up there.
Look at it.
That
He
little kid
looks
is
even
back.
more dorkier. Look at Lauren
I
Lavera.
did buy a Terrifier t-shirt.
Did you?
Yeah.
That was cool, yeah. Is that Cavity Colors or Terror Threads? One of
Terror
those?
Threads, another great t-shirt company.
Oh, she looks like she lost weight.
Terror Threads.
See, I told Sammy this guy right here looks cool as fuck.
I wonder if those are like little minions or something like that, little other demon terrifiers or something.
Jericho.
Kind of like the little girl.
Yeah, yeah.
Jericho needs to keep his shirt on when he wrestles now.
Fuck that Jericho guy.
Put on some pounds.
Yeah, he did.
Well, he just got old.
I never heard his band. Is his band any good, Sammy? I mean, Mikey.
Fozzie's fucking good, man. Oh, yeah. I saw Fozzie play at
Did you?
Sean Cayley's in Lamont back in like 02.
Look at that. Oh, man. Lauren Lavera is just so hot. I love when demon dudes drag people down the stairs.
So eat cookies.
Oh,
October 11th. We'll be there.
When Sammy told me that he kills a lot of little kids, that just made my day.
I don't know if it said a lot of them, but it seemed like it. He
Sal,
was
you're a
going
sick
to.
fuck.
It seemed like he was going to kill at least one.
Oh,
Well, I'm going to tell you a little about what I've been watching on YouTube. Totally unrelated to horror. This is actually something you could watch with your kids, folks. It's a YouTube channel called Outdoor Boys. And you may have heard of it. This guy, Luke Nichols, he was like a criminal attorney in Alaska. From what I read, he quit his job to make YouTube videos. He's a survivalist. He makes YouTube videos of him and his 3 boys and his wife. They go outdoors, and he shows how to survive. Camping, hiking, surviving out there, cooking, and fishing, and trapping, and hunting. And his stuff is really cool. He's got a great sense of humor. It's all clean, no swearing.
The fuck you say?
Clean
then
content.
why watch it?
Clean content.
So when you say cooking,
he
Mike,
sounds like a dude. you know?
does he bring at least something with him?
Yeah. So yeah, he'll
Eat?
bring like this guy eats well outside. Like he'll bring stuff and then
hunt?
he'll show how to hunt and fish, and then he'll clean everything too.
Yeah.
So like I just watched an episode. They were hunting these giant feral rabbits on this remote island in Alaska, and he shows them cleaning it, and he pulled so much meat out of this thing. It was really
Out
cool.
of a rabbit?
Oh yeah. So I've been watching him, and there's a guy, he's been around for a while, Steve Rinella. He's got a show called Meateater.
Oh, yeah. I've watched him before.
I like watching his shit too.
Yeah.
He just cooks a bunch.
He's a hunter. He's an
Oh.
expert professional hunter. Goes all over the world.
Hmm.
But a lot of his videos are in the States, and it's mule deer, it's pheasant, it can be squirrels. But he's also a cook too and an author, so he'll show how to cook everything, outdoors, or he'll bring it like in his kitchen at his home. And,
I think the one that I remember watching about him was he had like an elk heart or something like that.
Yeah.
And he like wrapped it up in tinfoil and like buried it, and then
they buried it in the
that way.
coals.
Yeah.
to stay warm. I like watching this cool shit of people like hunting and surviving outdoors with their tents and camping.
But
and stuff.
you told us as we're after lunch that this guy was a lawyer and quit his job.
Quit his job. From what I heard, he's making $250,000 a month. A month.
Oh,
making these
on
videos.
YouTube, dude. On YouTube.
Yeah. Well, he's got so many viewers, so many views. I should say subscribers. We can make a little bit of that too, folks. If you like and subscribe.
I would just be happy with
And
$250.
not if you like watching clips on this show.
Yeah,
we ain't making no money.
Listening to Sal talk about killing kids.
The day you don't see any more clips on this show is the day we're making money.
Then
which
we're
is probably
monetizing.
never.
So yes, there's a lot of cool shit out there. Our next episode, we're going to talk about what we've been watching lately. 2024 has put out some good horror films. So we're going to go. It's going to be probably a lengthy one. So stick around. Thanks a lot for watching, subscribing, listening, streaming to us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, all that shit. And we have an email. Email us if you want. Sam, what's the email?
lasttherows-of-horror@gmail.com, just like it's spelled out.
Yeah. So stick around. We'll be back with what we've been watching lately. Thanks for listening.
Later. Bye.
Good.